Hey, welcome to Mad Dog's After Show. You're along for the ride with the Mad Dog and Cole, the flying squirrel, Barrel.
Have we done this like 114 times?
We have.
Got it.
I decided to fly through the air and live in the sunlight and enjoy life as much as I could, and that's just what I'm doing.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm. Wait.
Man, for what feels like the 114th time, what a great way to start with those inspiring words from the incredible Mr. Evil Knievel, flying through the air, living in the sunlight, and enjoying life.
I got to say, in 114 laps, 114 episodes, I can't say I've flown through the air much, not on purpose, but it is always inspiring to hear those words and hard to not be inspired by our first responders and our brave men and women of our armed forces. All sorts of kookiness going on out here in California right now. So we're just so lucky to have all those brave men and women laying it all out there.
Yeah, we're so grateful and grateful for our veterans. And of course, those families, they gave all, the families, KIA and MIA, deep respect from all of us over here at Mad Dog's After Show for sure. And, thank you so much to our great partners, Kicker Performance Audio. Find them at kicker.com. Bomber Eyewear, Bomber Floating Eyewear, Bomber Safety Eyewear. You can find them at bombereyewear.com. Assault Industries, Assault UTV. You can find them at assaultind.com. Of course, our man Cole making all things work. And, he's taking a break on the Premix Podcast social media stuff. So if you need to get him booked for MC or announcer event, or your bar mitzvah, or need some pictures of your desert race, drop us a message on our Instagram. That's the @AFTR_podcast. And we'll make sure he responds somehow.
Much obliged.
Of course, Shutter and Whirl. You can find her on Instagram at Shutter and Whirl. Go to her bio, click the link for her website in the bio, and check out what she's doing. And of course, where would we be without Hey Keeks Marketing? You can find her on the web at heykeeks.com. Dude,
Hi.
we're just going to rip right into it. Hi.
Are we?
Yeah, why not?
Dude, I'm hearing more and more kids' names around here. The name Rip.
Really?
And I feel like that can go two ways depending on the last name.
Right.
Like
Ooh.
Rip Speed,
Yeah.
mid. That's pretty,
So, yeah.
Rip Rip Anderson, something easy like that. That's good. Names Rip Pants, not so good.
Right.
But
Rip Jeans.
I mean, I know other people talk about these, you especially see it at the racetrack. People talk about these new kid names, but
right.
it's kind of getting to me this week. I don't know why. Too many Braxtons and Palins, and I don't know, man. The roster sheet's getting hard to read.
Right. Yeah, no kidding. Hard to keep track of everybody. You got Cody this and Cody that, Cody this and Cody that, and Braxton 1 and Braxton 2. And yeah, I know, man. I get confused on the AFT rosters because there are several that have like same or similar names, and so I get it completely. I'm right there with you. Let's not get crazy, but let's do some research before we name our kids, people.
Like, I think a good name is like Cole,
Yeah.
And then it's not very common, but it's been in some movies, and it's very important name. So thanks for letting me have that side tangent. But when you said we're just gonna rip, I was like, man, you hit the word today.
Yeah, got to get that out. Yeah. Hey, that's what it's about, where we take having fun seriously and have absolutely no structure and
That's
no
fine.
format because that just is us,
Yeah, I was
you
listening
know?
to legit radio today that I haven't heard in a long time. It's just not the same. Podcasting, we get to say swear words. I mean, we,
Yeah,
like we keep a good relationship with our partners, and we just have fun with it.
yeah, absolutely. And we're so grateful that they all support us and I'm speaking of support, I want to give a huge shout out to our Canadian friend
Yes.
and hardcore follower, Mr. Rob McDonald. Dude, thank you. He caught a little glitch in episode 112. So if you have listened to episode 112, Cole, the maestro, has figured it out, worked his magic on the CompuStar and or whatever, and got things handled to where you can now listen to the full episode. That episode somehow ended up publishing about three-quarters of the episode with Kane and cut off right mid Kane, one of Kane's great sentences. And that was a very interesting, entertaining episode and get a lot of positive feedback. Um,
But
and
now you get to hear the whole thing.
yeah, now you can hear the rest of the story.
What we could
So,
do and what would be really mean that people do is just put the second half of the podcast behind a paywall, Patreon.
right.
We're not doing that here. That's so thank you, Rob McDonald, for saving us because yeah, it's too good of an episode to let go. All of our guests are great, but
Yeah.
it's we want the full thing out there. And thank you, Rob, for addressing that and let me fix it.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you, Cole, for fixing it. While we're thanking people, man, my good buddy Carl over there in England, tune in to the Daytona Bike Week episodes. You'll hear all about Carl and Nikki. We have maintained solid communication, which, I'm just going to go off on this side road for a second. But when I was a kid, if you told me that I could literally have a regular conversation back and forth with no gaps um, with someone in England at pretty much any given time on a piece of equipment, you know, the size smaller than a brick, I would have said, "Oh, that's Buck Rogers shit." That no way. That's USS Enterprise shit. But no, seriously, it's so rad. I mean, it's there's the plus and the minus, right? We're always connected, but we're always connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, but thank you, Carl, for the great feedback and tuning in. And Nikki, thank you for putting up with Carl listening to our silly voices. Um, and I hope you're making her a lovely dinner when you're listening to this. So thank you. We appreciate it. Appreciate you spreading the love over there in England for
Absolutely.
us. Yeah.
Thank you both.
Yeah, for sure. And so with that, of course, Watson's, always on it.
Oh yeah.
And recent Patreon, Jake Treat, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your input and help there. And with that, man, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to jump into like the last. I mean, we had Scotty on the last episode, banger of an episode, great episode. We were everywhere. I just love. I don't know how the guy announces like a 30 lap race and stays focused because we get on here and him and I are just like bing, bing, bing.
Oh yeah. Obviously he's extremely skilled at it. What makes me crack up, and this might be an industry secret for him, but he's one of those guys you can throw any topic at, and he's like, well, here's what I think about it, and he's not going to give you a
Yeah.
fake answer, but he's got an answer. And
Yeah.
the next time Scotty's on for the 90th time, take a listen to that because it'll, maybe try to throw him off guard next time.
Yeah, I will.
See
I
if you can
will.
shake that rookie.
We jumped around the last episode so many places. I mean, sprint cars, modifieds, dirt tracks, pavement, miles, short tracks. I mean, just a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I did not get to see him when I went out to Lucas Oil Speedway. And I guess we might as well jump right into that
Might as well.
because yeah, so I had to go out a day early and fly into Stillwater, world headquarters for Kicker. Um, and everybody was out on events, with the exception of Chase. Hi, Chase, and thank you for your support. And Tim at the Fab Shop came in that afternoon because I had a new display for American Flat Track, with all of their new premium marine and off-road capable speakers in it. So I flew in to Stillwater, uh, got the good old company van, which, you know what? People hate on minivans. I just got to tell you, I can't hate on those minivans. They're Chrysler Pacifica Sports.
Okay.
Yeah, murdered out. They're dark charcoal gray. They're completely murdered out from the factory. Front windows are tinted, and they're factory lower stands.
You know what's impressive about those things? The cargo area, how low that actually is.
Oh yeah,
It feels like it's like low underneath body groundworks or something for
right.
downforce. There's so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you can stack those Pacificas. I'm telling you, I'll give you credit there. They
Well,
got
we
a-
had this display's like 5 feet tall, and so of course we were able to pop all the seats down, which makes a larger bed than some modern pickups have.
yeah, yeah,
It's
very true.
crazy,
Actually, yes,
crazy.
true.
Yeah. So and performance wise, it actually performs really well. Also, not that I really pushed it, but passing or whatever, getting up to speed, stuff like that. It definitely has a different intake and exhaust note to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's not the worst thing that could happen. And it's very comfortable, leather, every option. I mean, just amazing. So, and of course, premium kicker audio.
Most importantly, yeah, you
Yeah.
could have slept in it if you got in a bad situation.
Yep.
Not the worst rig. I think if I could go back and I didn't care about ego, you get yourself one of those and just the little Joe hauler on the back, and you go desert racing with that, and you sleep in it.
Oh yeah.
Murder out the windows with the tint, so you got some safety.
Yep.
I don't know.
For sure.
So with that being said, we'd like to thank our newest partner, Chrysler, for coming on board.
Yeah. No. So, dude. Yeah. I got out to the Speedway, and I had some parts I had to switch over. I got out there Wednesday. I left Stillwater, flew in Stillwater Wednesday, and got everything lined out. Headed out Thursday morning, got out to the Speedway. It's about a 5-hour drive, not too bad. Long classic Route 66. And,
Nice.
I took Route A the first time, which ran me right through Old Town Joplin, um, right at the intersection of, I can't remember what road, and Route 66 in Old Town Joplin.
That's
Super
pretty cool.
Very historic, and of course 44 out there is just tracks right along 66 anyways, which y'all know I've got a soft spot for Route 66 and
Mhm.
all the cool stuff. So anyways, yeah, then it's out into the country, and Luke, for those of you who don't know, Lucas Oil Speedway is in Wheatland, Missouri. And Wheatland, Missouri is basically an hour almost straight north of Springfield, Missouri. So And what a beautiful facility. I don't know. Have you got any I don't know how old it is.
Yeah, this was pretty interesting. I'm glad we looked this up, but it was founded by Ron and Mary Jenkins in 2001. So this sweet looking married couple opened up the raceway known as Wheatland Raceway. It's a 3/8 dirt mile track. And then in 2004, Lucas Oil came in with some good sponsor dollars and a good heart for racing. So they came in, and that's when they built the off road track. And I believe the drag boat strip was added as well, which is wild.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an amazing facility, dude. I wish you could have been out there with me because you would have been, let's go here. Let's go
I'd have
there.
loved
Let's
it.
go look at this. There's even a little go-kart track up top behind the grandstands above the racetrack.
Oh, is it
So,
really? I got Google
yeah,
Maps open right now.
little paved go-kart track. So, right next to the tower.
Oh, yep. Check that out. Nope.
Yeah.
Now I'm in. I was out before. Now I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's a beautiful facility. Um, unfortunately, the weather just wouldn't cooperate. I mean, that whole area had been getting rain for over a week and abnormal amounts of rain. Um, we originally thought we were going to get a break from it, but the forecast, as you know, out there in the Midwest can change pretty quick. And unfortunately, it did change quick, and we just got poured on Friday morning. Um, it was sprinkling lightly when I went into the track, and it quit sprinkling, and the sky got lighter, and everybody was like, all right, we're going to get this in. And then a big storm blew in, and it just poured for over 2 hours. I mean, there was small creeks running through the parking
Yeah, it looked
lots.
like there was some legitimate standing water from those. And those pictures were sad, to be honest, because it was
Yeah,
almost time to go racing.
yeah, and there was just no way by that time. There was by Friday afternoon, there was just no way they were going to be able to save the track. I mean, I walked out there at one point and literally stepped on the track, and I had probably 1 square yard of just mud stuck to my foot. I
Rough.
mean, it was just, yeah. So they tried, but there's just, no way of doing it. And unfortunately, they called it off due to weather, and it was forecasted to clear off Friday, which it did after they called the race.
No.
But it was also forecasted to rain again very hard and thunder and lightning very early Saturday morning, which it did. So I ended up, changing flights, and I was uh, ended up getting home a day early. Um, and man, that was just great. Uh, it just sucked to get rained out, go through all that, and then get rained out. I feel bad for all the racers. Um, a lot of the Midwest racers hadn't made it there yet, so
Oh,
they got called off. At least they called it early enough
yeah.
to save some fans the trip and some racers the trip and teams the flights and all that. They did reschedule it for July 18th, and be watching for Scotty Dubler shortly after that on Fox Sports on the American Flat Track broadcast, and of course live on I can't remember what they're live on right now, but they do live stream the race, but I don't remember which service it
I
is.
can't think of it right now. Is it Flow Racing, maybe?
Yeah, I believe
All
it's
right.
Flow Racing. Could be. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because
we'll be corrected.
I have the American Flat Track app, which you should all go get. And I tend to just watch the scoring and timing,
Mm-hmm.
live scoring and timing, because it gives me a better idea of what is actually going on.
Yeah.
So, and that way I don't have to rely on really it's limited data stream. So if you're somewhere where you have limited data available, um, and you're trying to watch a live stream, it's tough. But
Yeah.
but yeah, no, that was I so that was kind of a bummer. And then of course, right at the end of May, you know, not too long before I headed out, actually, uh, you'll get a kick out of this. So my daughter Kelsey, um, Shutter and Whirl Marketing, got married.
Woo!
Yeah, and she married a Cody. But he's a good Cody. He's a good kid, and it was great. They got married out, um, way kind of out west of Portland, out in the farmlands and stuff. It was
Looked
kind of
nice and green
cool.
out there. And I appreciate you posting photos within like 6 hours so I could see all
Yeah,
that, you know?
yeah. There was. I tried to get a lot of good pictures, and um, we flew up and rented a not a sport Chrysler minivan, and
Okay.
so I did have a fair comparison within a very short time. The not a sport definitely sucks.
Yeah.
So probably wouldn't own one. Yeah, but we met one of my other daughters and two grandkids at the airport, and as we walked out of the secure area, there's two grandkids just charging for us, which was totally awesome.
Oh, that's so fun.
It was what a great way to start an incredible weekend. And we rented all of us got together and rented a big Airbnb. So we all stayed in the Airbnb, with the exception of course, Cody and Kelsey, who have their own place. And man, it was just great. And there's just so much, as a dad,
Yeah.
to see all my other daughters in their elements doing to the ninth degree whatever they need to do to make sure that their sister has like a perfect wedding really was touching, and
That's amazing.
so my daughter from Memphis and my daughter from Corvallis actually did all the cupcakes
Wow.
and the wedding cake.
That's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot of responsibility too.
Yeah, now the wedding cake was very small. It was
Yeah.
basically a headpiece cake, right?
Yep.
But they did everything. Everything was built by hand from scratch,
Wow.
including the incredible frostings. And literally they were up till 3 o'clock in the morning the day before the wedding, and they had to leave the house at 6:30 that morning to the Viking and all the girls to go to go pick up Kelsey and go to the venue because it was an early wedding, like it was 3 o'clock wedding. So beautiful facility, nice little farm, outdoor wedding. The weather was absolutely fantastic, which was crazy because the day we got there it wasn't great. Um, the day after, it was windy and half
Mm,
overcast most of the time. Wedding day, it was absolutely gorgeous, almost too hot for up there.
wow.
And and then the other 2 days, it was shitty again. So,
Yeah, that
like,
was meant to be.
yeah, for sure. And of course, I got to see the Rev, my
Nice.
pops, and he actually performed the ceremony. Those of
Ooh.
you who haven't listened to his episode, he is a now retired missionary and Nazarene minister, and still licensed and still uh, apparently doing weddings for grandkids. So that was super rad. It was just a great day, hanging out, and every family member was part of the wedding, and
Wow.
all the grandbabies, all three of them, and just spending time with them and playing with them. It was just awesome, good times. Did my heart good.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it just looked like such a cool day, and glad you guys got to go do that, and glad it worked out with, all your trips you've been doing as of the last month. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's amazing.
It was that one I was told was non-negotiable. So
By who? You're a
yeah,
private contractor.
yeah. Shutter and Whirl.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Made the call. It's like you have to be there. So, um, and it was just it was just super cool. Um and I don't like we had so much fun, it just hanging out with everybody, and I, basically even forgot I was close to Portland, Oregon,
Oh,
you know.
right. Yep.
And so until we had to go to the airport, and 31 miles took 59 minutes.
Ah,
And when we came out of the airport, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's bumper to bumper traffic for miles. I'm like, don't
nope.
these people have jobs?
That's what I'm saying. How does that
Yeah,
make any sense? Well, no, I mean, it
shouldn't
makes sense, but you know what I mean.
shouldn't you all get to work?
No,
I
man.
don't know, man. It was like just crazy.
How you going to pay to fix the
Um,
Subaru with no job?
yeah. And
Sorry, shot
then
at Portland. All right.
right? Yeah, no, good shot. Good shot. Keep
Thank
them
you.
coming.
All right.
It deserves it. It's earned it. But yeah, no, and it was I want to give a huge shout out at this point to uh my great friends and great partners at Bomber Eyewear, because I can tell you, not only do they keep dangerous stuff out of your eyes, if you push them up tight enough on your face, they will keep the tears in.
Yep. That's an old sailor's trick there.
Yeah, for sure. It's totally real. My daughter would not tell me what the father-daughter
Uh-oh.
dance song was.
Uh-huh.
Um, and they called us up there, and she played Daddy by Abby Anderson. If you haven't heard it, it's a great song. I can't listen to it because I will now cry every time I hear it, but I have massive tears welling up and rolling the whole dance, and I was just really proud of her and Cody, and Cody's a great addition to the Mad Dog family, and we're thankful for him. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to go up there, spend time with the family, spend time with my parents, Cody's parents, who live here in Havasu, and we get to see them quite frequently. It's pretty rad. Um, a super, super cool time. So,
That's beautiful, man. Yeah. And thank you to Bomber Eyewear for making it stylish and keeping the tears back.
yeah. And in case you didn't notice in the pictures, they actually blend right in to the um, white shirt, black vest, black cowboy hat look.
Yeah, not an accident.
No, it was like, wow, even when I saw myself in the mirror, I was like, hey, those look pretty good.
Yeah,
Bomber. Thank you, Tommy. Great job.
nice.
So,
We'll have to get that
yeah,
up in the showroom, get a nice print.
yeah, for sure. It was pretty rad. So, yeah, man. Other than that, I am gearing up. I got about a week and a half down. Oh yeah, that's where I was going. When we got home from the wedding, so we flew home. We had a real late flight. Just with matching people's flights out and stuff like that. Um, so we had a late flight. Got into Vegas late and made the haul back. Um, and I unpacked my suitcase. That was on Sunday. I unpacked my suitcase Monday morning. Thankfully, Viking took care of all my laundry. I repacked my suitcase Monday night and Tuesday morning, and went to Vegas to fly out Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. Um, so, yeah, it was like a quick day and a half turn, but it was awesome. And man, just so grateful for the opportunities I have. And we are going to Lima, Ohio.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I've never been there. Allen County Fairgrounds, I guess. It's pea gravel track, and it's
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell. Yeah, okay. So apparently you already know about it.
yeah, and I guess they're going to. This is Friday. It's a doubleheader,
Okay,
and Friday night's race is the first American Flat Track Triple Crown race,
interesting. Okay,
or what do they call it? Is it Triple Crown?
Like the big three,
It's triple
triple
something.
challenge.
Um, man, I have it in a press release. Triple challenge.
Hey,
Yes.
there we go. We got there.
Yeah. So, which is crazy because couple of interesting facts on that. The points double. It's a 10-lap race for super twins and kickers singles by kicker. Race 1 is 10 laps, pays standard points. Race 2 is 15 laps, pays double points. Race 3 is 20 laps, or is it 25? Pays triple points.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
That took some brain work. Okay.
Right. So in the event of a points tie at the end, your overall winner is decided by the race 3 finish positions.
Interesting. Wow. All right. This adds a new element to watch, huh?
Yeah, and it's half mile. So it's not, it's going to be high speed.
Yeah.
And apparently
Dirt is so crazy.
Yeah, Scotty was telling me, even though I didn't get to see him, I talked to him on the phone
Oh,
since,
cool.
and he was telling me in Lima they'll run the cushion, they'll run low because you get this pea gravel cushion. I guess it's got great traction, so it'll be interesting to see where guys run and who takes the chances because race 1 is $1,500 to win.
I'll take that all day. Nice.
Race 2, I believe, is $2,500 to win.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then there's also the Mission Foods Too Fast, Too Tasty challenge for the twins class. That's $5,000 to win.
Not bad. Not a bad day.
So if you hit them all, if
Dude,
you overalled, you could walk home with 20 grand, I
you
guess.
could buy Ohio.
Yeah, pretty much. As far as I know, I've never been to Ohio, so
Me neither.
we'll find out. I have some good longtime off-road friends that I met years ago, back in 2000, early 2012,
Okay.
that live in Ohio, only about an hour from the Speedway. So I'm hoping they'll make it out one of the nights, and it'd be super rad to see them.
That
also
would be rad.
Yeah. So other than that, man, that's what I got coming up. And once again, just ripping along some of the Route 66 stuff between Stillwater and when I came back a different route. I came straight down from the Speedway to Springfield and right back along uh Highway 40, Interstate 44, which Route 66 in most cases runs right beside it, and just runs, of course it bypasses the little Route 66 towns, but you can see all the, all the signs, all the cool stuff. And man, I don't know, one of these days we got to do a Route 66 deal.
I'd totally dig that. We just
Yeah,
gotta
that'd be
find the right
fun.
car to do it in.
Yeah. Can't do it in the Vikings XC60. It's not cool enough.
See if I can find an El Camino for sale around here.
That'd be rad with big boots on the back and jacked up.
Oh, that'd be fun. We'll break the rear end out of it.
Yeah, easy.
Swap
That'd
a
be
Rooney.
rad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been up to? What else you got?
So kind of a busy month coming up here, but I think that this is almost a good time to wrap. So I
Yeah.
think it'll be fun before we thank our partners thoroughly. I'm going to hit you with 3 quick things, and I really don't have any follow-ups for them. So number 1, I went to the Coors factory. It was awesome. I don't want to travel anymore because I've seen it all. I'm good with it. Had a great time. Fresh as a beer. Secondly, I'm thinking at Havasu 95, we need to figure out a way to host a Volvo only race at Havasu 95 Speedway.
Ooh,
So
that'd be cool.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. And lastly, Next
I
year,
have a follow up on that though. What if we went dirt and went to Mojave Valley Speedway?
that'd be cool. Okay.
Yeah,
All
dirt
right.
instead of pavement.
Well, they are Volvos, so they'd probably be happier to be.
Yeah,
All right.
honestly, yeah,
I like where your head's at. I'm glad you
yeah.
followed up on that one.
Okay.
And then lastly, Lucas Oil Speedway. When you guys go next year for flat track, I have a nice thing to shake up, and we can sponsor it by Mission Foods. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a 2-moto format. We're going to run one on the oval. You have to go refuel, and then you have to go straight to the start line of the off-road track. So it's a TT, and you have to set up the bike to do both. And it's a 2-moto format.
Oh, I love it. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Call
Yeah.
Rob, call the boys, call Cam, call Robbie.
That'd be sick. Run a super TT, but with no brake. Yeah.
Yeah, no change. Well, you can run a brake if you want, but then
No,
you're
I
gonna.
mean like
Oh, no
like
brake. I
no
got yeah,
brake in
exactly.
between,
No,
basically.
no, we just have a filled to the top tank rule, and then you go line up for Moto 2.
Ooh. What about adjustments? Are you fill the bike and impound from one to the other?
Yeah, impound because I want to kind of see the chaos.
Yeah,
And
I
then
like
someone
it.
might be like, "Oh no, I didn't finish the first moto. I better go get my backup bike, which will be a TT bike. That's
Right.
dirty." So we'll have to figure that out. Big penalty.
Yeah, penalty box +1.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah. So they got to start instead of a row behind the whole field. They got to start like 2 rows behind or 3 rows behind.
Yeah, and unless you're
Yeah.
Kenny Roberts, you're not coming back.
Or JD Beach.
Or JD Beach.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
what
might.
if JD Beach gets the penalty and then comes back?
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you for that hat, by the way. I still love it, and thank you,
Yeah.
JD Beach, for signing it.
Yeah, he's Jiggy Dog.
I think
He's
that's
such
awesome.
a rad dude. We need to get him on here. I need to reach out.
Yeah, he's cool.
Get him on here.
That'd
So
be another fanboy one for me.
yeah, that'd be rad. Well, we'll get her lined up. I'm sure
right.
he'll do it. He's pretty rad. So
Yeah.
I could bribe him with another bullfrog or something.
Oh, that works. That works.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think this is probably about a good time to wrap up. I will
Let's do it.
I'm going to drop a couple of bombs here on the arena
right.
cross side. One, there will be a Kicker Arena Cross Summer Series,
Oh,
Gallup, New Mexico, in I don't know.
okay. Fair enough.
There will be one. I just don't have it down. I believe it's in August.
Well, that'll be pretty fun.
I swore I wrote it down. The other thing is there will be, and I don't know if I'm supposed to release this or not, but there will be a Kicker Arena Cross Summer Series outdoor race
Oh,
during Bike Week at Sturgis at the Buffalo Chip.
that's sick.
Opening for who is it? Marilyn Manson or Rob Zombie or
Oh,
something.
geez. Hopefully Rob Zombie. That would be badass.
Yeah. So, anyways, pretty cool.
That's
so
great
that's
news.
coming up in August.
Sweet.
The TT, if you listen to Off the Groove TV podcast, Scotty's podcast, you'll know that there is some discord on the City of Sturgis TT. I have no information other than they are struggling to get things together with the city, but
Jeez.
there will be a third race. They're doing the Jack Pine Gypsies doubleheader short track. I have been assured, because at this point the TT is not promising, but I have been assured there will be a third race. So
Good.
if you're in Sturgis during Bike Week, get ready. We'll be there.
Love it.
I want to give a huge shout out to my good friends, and I haven't talked a lot about this, but Chris over at Beehive Blends. And you can just Google them, find them, beehiveblends.com, I believe it is, out of Utah. Um, non, they do have THC products, but non THC CBD athlete recovery products.
Interesting.
Yeah, I heard that their arm pump stuff is amazing. I have not used it, but I can tell you I use their relief roll on, and I have used it for 2 years now, and it is amazing. Um, he just sent me some of their super high powered, basically very quick pain relief um, cream. I have not tried it yet. I intend to next time I feel like I need a super high powered relief. But for general aches and pains like you and I have,
Hmm.
I would certainly recommend Beehive Blends, and it is their uh, CBD pain relief roll on.
Oh, hey, there you go. Nice looking bottle.
Yeah, and reach out to them, and if you get a chance, tell them Mad Dog sent you, because I'm grateful. They gave me a discount, sent me a little extra product. I did make an order with them, and I completely unsolicited endorsement, but I use this stuff all the time, and it
Nice.
works. Yeah. So with that, we're going to go into our serious sponsors, partners, great people that we rely on, that we're thankful for. Of course, Kicker Performance Audio, Kicker Marine Audio, Kicker Off-Road Audio, Kicker Premium Audio for all your 12-volt needs, boat, bike, bus, car, whatever you need. Hit them up. Kicker.com, on Instagram at Kicker Audio, on Facebook, Kicker, every other Tuesday night live on Instagram and Facebook, and their YouTube channel. They have a TV show, very informative. Tune in sometime, 7:30 Central, Kicker Unmasked Live. Let them know we sent you. Of course, Bomber Eyewear, Bomber Safety Eyewear, Bomber Floating Eyewear, getting more and more important out here during lake and river season for sure. That floating eyewear, but safety also. So you could get something like what I have in the dark smoke polarized safety lens that is actually ANSI 87 OSHA proof safety lens, super reasonably priced. Find them, bombereyewear.com, on Instagram at Bomber Eyewear. Once you pick out your frames from the over 40 styles of frames and your lens combination, you hit the cart, load it up, and then be sure and use that code MADDOG20, MADDOG 20 in the code field. Let them know we sent you and save yourself a little money. BomberEyewear.com. Assault UTV, Assault Industries, Assault Off-Road Products.
Ooh.
Man, yeah, dude, such great products. I've used them
Strong.
for years. They're so tough. They're so adaptable to just about anything.
Engineered.
Engineered for your life off-road. Assault Industries. You can find them online, assaultind.com, or on Instagram at AssaultUTV. And I see they are out in Moab right now at an event, and they have a new side-by-side that is new color combo for them, and it is damn sexy. If you want to check it out, check them out on Instagram at AssaultUTV, or find them online, assaultind.com. Of course, our man Cole sharing his love for all things desert racing through the lens of a camera, and also sharing his love for his beautiful voice with everyone. Pay to say, all your announcer or MC needs, man, send us a message on our Instagram.
We got
That's
channels. Yep.
yeah, at AFTR_podcast. And Cole will get back to you. You can get them scheduled, booked now.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, Shutter and World Marketing for all your photography and videography needs, from pre-production through filming to post-production. Shutter and Whirl has you covered. Find her on Instagram at Shutter and Whirl. And of course, go to the link, click the link in the bio, and that'll take you to her website because it's really long. Shutter and Whirl Marketing. Hey Keeks and Hey Keeks Marketing, doing all our social media stuff. Also available to do your website, build it, maintain it, add stuff to it, take stuff off it, or build you a social media account or social media campaigns. You just yell, Hey Keeks, or hit her on the web, heykeeks.com, or on Instagram at Hey Keeks Marketing. With that, I want to give a special shout out to all our first responders and medical, fire, police, are, of course, military. They're those guys are really putting it out there over in Southern California and all around the world, keeping us free, and we're so grateful for them. And yeah, parting statement, Cole. What do you got?
Hey, make sure to rate, review, subscribe on your favorite streaming platform.
I love it. And you can
Yeah.
find us on over 100 streaming platforms. So
I didn't even know
whatever
there was that
weird
many.
one, yeah, whatever you want to find us on, find us. If you don't see us, hit us up on our Instagram at AFTR_podcast and say, hey, where can I find you? Of course, with that, we want to say, God bless our first responders. God bless our troops. God bless our veterans. God bless you, our fans. God bless America. Mad Dog out.